When all else fails, when everything is going disastrously wrong, there's always a stunt involving an airplane. But guess what? Today I can reveal that Meghan Markle's fakery with British Airways has just been exposed. To that very shortly. But we also got the keeping up with the Sussexes. Oh, aren't we so in love? We used to dress up as penguins. Oh, yes, and we kiss. We kiss a lot. I promise you, we kiss when it's not a nanny taking the picture. Oh, and by the way, we're merching our own wedding too. This is all extraordinary stuff, especially the fact that she claims that the British Airways crew on her flight from Europe back to Los Angeles just happened to know that it was her 8th wedding anniversary and just happened to write her this card expressing what a delight she is on the flight. That's despite the fact, and you might remember actually because it's one of my most watched YouTube videos. Look at this from the past. My British Airways whistleblowers had revealed that she is one of the worst passengers to ever travel on their airline. She was rude to the air hostesses. She tried to get upgrades. That was before she met Prince Harry. I need you to do something for me right now. It is free. It is easy. It is simple. Just hit that subscribe button on YouTube. That's because over 50% of you watching this video haven't done that yet. And it is the best way. No big tech backing, no billionaires pulling the strings. And if you turn on the bell, you'll get alerted to all our new videos. And she refused to even look after Archie on the flight, and he was crying for a long time before the nannies got involved. So call me suspicious about this. Then it gets even more murky. In a bid to move the attention away from the fact that no one turned up in Geneva and the whole world was laughing at her about that, she leaks to People magazine, her propagandist at People magazine, that this was the crew, the British Airways crew. And she was just so touched that they loved her so much. Here's the article. Meghan Markle was moved by the kindness of a British Airways flight crew who helped ring in her wedding anniversary with Prince Harry. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex marked 8 years of marriage on Tuesday and shared a glimpse of the heartfelt gesture she received while travelling home from Geneva, Switzerland the day before. Posting to her Instagram stories, Meghan revealed a handwritten note from the British Airways flight crew thanking them publicly for helping make the occasion special. Thanks to this amazing flight crew for all the love yesterday. Appreciate all your memories and kind words, she wrote, tagging a British Airways alongside a Union Jack emoji. The card read, Dearest Harry and Meghan, wishing you a wonderful wedding anniversary with love, the whole British Airways family. Covered with signatures and personal notes, it was also marked BA269 and dated May the 18th. A source close to the Duchess of Sussex, this is how much she wants people to know about this card, right? Tells People, Meghan's flight crew was so lovely on her way back from Geneva. They all came to say happy anniversary and shared their memories of where they were on the day. I thought Meghan thought the whole thing was horrible. The crew's gesture also included treats for the couple's children. They wrote Harry and Meghan a card and gave them a bottle of champagne and British candies for Harry and the kids, the source adds. It was very special and so appreciated by Meghan, who wanted to publicly thank them. She was truly so touched. So far, so suspicious. And Royal YouTube sensation, according to Taz, has just rumbled this as a big, fat fake. So look at this. Tash revealed, wait, what? Meghan arranged an anniversary card to be given to her on her flight. She pre-ordered and then gave the exclusive to People magazine. And then Tash delivered the receipts. Look at this. And we're going to read through this together because Meghan's just been well and truly rumbled. When booking, this is on BA, you can add a complimentary personalized message for your partner. Let the flight attendants know it is your anniversary when you board, especially if you are celebrating a major milestone like a 10th or 25th anniversary. It is up to the crew's discretion, but they often present couples with a complimentary bottle of bubble and a signed crew card. Since BA does not centrally arrange standalone cards, it is best to bring your own special card on board if you hand it to a crew member. I cannot believe it. When I saw it, I just thought, I don't believe this for a second because she is well known amongst BA to be the worst passenger. She has a terrible reputation. People can go back to my old video where I revealed all of this detail about how much she is hated on British Airways flights. So I saw the card and I thought, okay, she's definitely trying to do this strategy of flood the zone, take the attention away from Geneva. She's definitely attempting to do that thing. Do you remember she did it with an American Airlines? I need you to do something for me right now. It is free. It is easy. It is simple. Just hit that subscribe button on YouTube. That's because over 50% of you watching this video haven't done that yet. And it is the best way. No big tech backing, no billionaires pulling the strings. And if you turn on the bell, you'll get alerted to all our new videos. Previously, who posted this video apparently claiming Meghan was just so lovely on board. But then when I saw your big revelation rumbling her, I was like, this is the ultimate humiliation.
I mean, it really is funny, but this isn't the first time we've seen Meghan do this. When she appeared on Drew Barrymore's show, she had a card that had just been prepared by Harry and the children, if you remember, with their names all over it. And this is the exact same thing. Meghan wants to prove to the world that she's adored by Harry. She always talks about that man loves me so much, but then she also does it with the crew. And to be honest with you, Dan, this whole storyline, I'm just surprised that she didn't turn around and say, and there was a moment when all of the crew dropped to their knees, they took off their hats and thanked me for the work that I've just done in Geneva, for my service that I've just committed to. She is honestly, she's a walking embarrassment with stuff like this because people can see through it all. Now, if you heard second, third hand that the crew had done something nice for her on the flight, then maybe it would have been, I guess, a bit more believable. A staff member perhaps did it for her or something. But it's the fact that Meghan can't help herself. She's gone to People magazine. As soon as you see People magazine exclusive, it means it's come direct from her camp. And of course, it said a source close to the Duchess of Sussex, probably Meghan herself.
Oh, it's her. Yeah. It's her.
It is.
I mean, we know Harry emails them. They've admitted that in the past.
Yeah. Of course it is. Of course it is. But Meghan, she's really gone to town with this recent wedding anniversary. And funnily enough, I got married a few months before Meghan and Harry did. So this is mine and my husband's 8th year. We gave each other cards and I think he got me a mug. Do you know what I mean?
And your wedding is far more successful.
It's honestly, it's your 8th wedding anniversary. This isn't a big, huge celebration. Catherine and William didn't make this much fuss when it was their 10th wedding anniversary. Everything is so contrived and so over the top, but this was really embarrassing. And Toomey on Twitter, she managed to spot that Richie Rich was so used to these cards going around, he's even put his signature on there twice. So obviously there are cards that just get passed around, honestly, and then they all sign it. But yeah,
I think that's a little message from the crew. I mean, as I say, Tash, I did a whole big whistleblowing thing on this because it was actually, I fly BA all the time. I love BA. They are incredible crew members. And it was actually a whistleblower on board a British Airways flight who first approached me and gave me the information, which made me then start to look into the way that she treated the stuff. And it dated right back, Tash. This is what's interesting about it. Before she was with Harry, she had a reputation then because she used to do that thing where she would demand upgrades to first, even sometimes when they weren't available. So she's widely regarded as a passenger who they don't like. Now, do I... I don't want to do down the crew at all. I'm sure they were absolutely delightful to her on board because that is their job. But was this a setup? Well, absolutely it was. Now, Tash, I actually think it's to distract from Geneva. I always describe this as the flood the zone strategy. When something goes wrong in Meghan Markle's world, all of a sudden there is an absolute flurry of activity. She just throws stuff against the wall, hoping that we are going to be distracted because she knew the optics of this event. I mean, look at her face there when she walked in and she saw no one had shown up, or 10 people had shown up. So what she's actually decided to do is give us almost like a little reality show about the 8th wedding anniversary. So we've got stuff from the past, which was the penguin picture. This was them apparently dressed up, I think, for the engagement party. And then we got the pictures of them enjoying the lemon and elderflower cake. Now, obviously, that's the same cake that they had on their wedding day, but who made that cake? I'm not sure. And you said, Tash, after seeing those pictures of them kissing, this screams... Well, actually, Harry Meghan Spare posted, this screams, take a picture, make sure you get us kissing. And then you replied, probably taken by the nanny who just released the children from their rooms. And it really did have that, I need you to do something for me right now. It is free, it is easy, it is simple. Just hit that subscribe button on YouTube. That's because over 50% of you watching this video haven't done that yet. And it is the best way. No big tech backing, no billionaires pulling the strings. And if you turn on the bell, you'll get alerted to all our new videos. Feel to it, because when you watch the video, it felt deeply uncomfortable for me because it's very clear they want the children to be involved. Watch this.
Happy anniversary to
And Papa! I love you.
Blow them, blow them.
Yay! Oh my gosh!
Okay.
This is when Mama and Papa, when we got engaged, we had a party with all of our friends, and we said everyone wore an animal onesie, and we were penguins. We were penguins because we're together for life.
And she then laboured the point. There was another video. Watch.
Yeah.
And Harry's grey suit posted after that another cringy staged fake video brought to you by the Harry Markle Privacy Production Inc. I mean, Tash, what do you think of the video, firstly? And then how tone deaf is it that this comes so soon after her anti-social media address?
Yeah, I mean, that in itself, I mean, they are the prince and princess of hypocrisy, really. I mean, it truly is remarkable how they cannot see. They've got not a moment where they think, hang on a minute, we're preaching to the masses about keeping your children off of social media, about how the dangers of social media, yet they're constantly posting and encouraging people to come onto their social media to see their own children. Now, you can see from I'm presuming it's Archie because the child is older than 4, but you can see when they touch the penguin, that's a pajama sleeve. So, I mean, I honestly just get the feeling that the nanny just got the children out of the creche or the playroom or whatever they're in, and they've got the kids come out here to do a quick performance because that cake, I don't know, if you're celebrating your wedding anniversary, even with your children, that is an adult cake. Do you know what I mean? It's not something that I think the children would particularly like and enjoy. But again, everything with Harry and Meghan, it's all geared up for Meghan. This is Harry presenting Meghan a cake, singing bizarrely happy birthday, which is just, it's, yeah, they changed the words at the last minute to make it seem like it was something for it. Just the whole thing was just awful. The optics are terrible with every video that they do, especially when it does involve the children. But like I said, I do think it's not helped with them constantly preaching about the dangers of social media.
Of course it's not. But for me, Tash, actually the thing that made me feel most sickening, or that the thing that I found most sickening, the thing that made me feel most sick, was the As Ever Instagram account actually using the wedding, paid for by us, by the way, paid for by British taxpayers, to sell her shitty candles. Look at this. The feeling of warm sunshine and blue skies surrounded by love and laughter, celebrating 8 years of our founder Meghan and Prince Harry's love story. And then they used that aerial picture showing them both in the carriage, followed by a picture advertising the candles. So this is now so egregious. It is everything that the late Queen desperately wanted to avoid. And I can't believe that it's almost passed by. I mean, I think people are just so used to their terrible behavior now. Yeah. Maybe people just expect this. It's just baked in. But it was, for me, a new low in terms of their bid to commercialize not just their existing life, but their royal life.
Exactly the same with the children, using the children in the video. You could see a candle was burning there right next to, conveniently placed next to the penguins. It's about Meghan. The only thing that she has ever had that's been a success for her is her association to the British royal family. This is why she's reminding people, oh, look, I did marry into the British royal family, even though she's been telling us for the past 7 or 8 years about how it's the most terrible experience of her life. It left her wanting to take her own life and that of her unborn child. All of the terrible allegations of racism, of cruelty, of mistreatment, all of the accusations that Harry and Meghan have continuously bombarded the royal family with publicly for money, with the intention of turning the public against the monarchy, against the institution. And then she's like, yes, but don't forget that I did marry a prince and this was our taxpayer funded wedding, and please buy the crap that I am building up around this. It's no different to when she used Lilibet recently, or I hate saying Lilibet, Lily, recently, with, you know, when she was at Meghan's feet for that picture. It wasn't about sharing a picture of Lily with the world, a cute mother-daughter moment. Meghan was merching the outfit. She had her Giorgio Armani jacket and the trousers and the stiletto shoes. It was about showing the designer clothes that she, of course, is then going to merch and make money off herself. She used Lily so it would gain more traction, getting the children singing in the video right next to her candle that she's just about to sell. Of course, this gains more traction than if it was just perhaps Harry and Meghan, another cutesy moment of them. But yes, it is everything that Queen Elizabeth did not want. They've gone against the Sandringham Agreement and they've ramped it up. We've said this so many times. They've actually got worse, I would say, in the last 18 months. They have been going full steam ahead because they know their royal relevancy is running out. And I can't help but feel it's deliberate. So the palace do act and they do something. And then we're going to have it all start all over again. It would be the big victim story of racism and how cruel it is. And I just can't help but think that they're poking the bear on purpose.
Oh, they absolutely are. They are goading the royal family into doing something, as you say, because then that gives them the opportunity. Now, what's interesting, Tash, is so much does just get ignored now, especially in America. Yeah, totally, because it's like, oh, God. But Geneva was particularly bad, Tash. I mean, I revealed on Monday with the Royal News Network that just 10 fans, so-called fans, had actually showed up to watch Meghan. And Megyn Kelly was absolutely brutal about this moment on her show. Watch this.
Meghan Markle. Doug, she traveled to Geneva, Switzerland to give some speech about the dangers of social media. She posted on social media before she went a picture of herself surrounded by designer clothing and Lilibet down at her feet, staring up at her mother. Here you can see it. It's just me. It's me admiring me as my daughter admires me. in my closet of designer clothes. This is how I want you to understand how relatable I am. And then she went all the way over to Geneva from Los Angeles, California, or wherever they are, just north of LA, and gave this speech. You know, she wants to be taken seriously. She's a humanitarian. She started Archwell Foundation, which already closed. She flies all the way over there. And would you take a look at the crowd that showed up or didn't? Okay, we sped it up just so you can see. Like, literally nobody is on the side. They have all the ropes up to protect her from crowds coming. There's one woman in the background. No one is there. You just keep watching, because we panned the camera. We found the shots to show, like, okay, were there tons of people in front of her? There were not. Were there tons of people on the other side? No. It reads no child lost to social media. No one is listening to her. We have video of a woman behind her who basically is like putting the jacket on or off, like taking a yawning, stretching. This is the crowd, Doug. The guy in Central Park we've seen blow those enormous bubbles. It gets a way bigger crowd than this.
It's lost even the train wreck appeal. She's already had about 10 train wrecks. So now, you think, sorry.
Here's Jacket Lady. Look at her. She looks riveted, doesn't she? She's like, I'm near a princess.
Oh, boy.
No, she couldn't care less. She's not interested. And it's the public's verdict on, we don't give a shit about you. Shut up and go live your life and stop bothering us with your fake profundities and fake title.
Yeah, she's lost all. It could be like the train wreck thing would happen here and there, and that could still get some audience. But she's had a few of those already. Even that's not interesting from her anymore.
Look at her. Like, no one cares. It's like it's smattering. You know how they say smattering of applause? This is a smattering of audience members. It's officially over.
I need you to do something for me right now. It is free. It is easy. It is simple. Just hit that subscribe button on YouTube. That's because over 50% of you watching this video haven't done that yet. And it is the best way. No big tech backing, no billionaires pulling the strings. And if you turn on the bell, you'll get alerted to all our new videos. And Doug, by the way, Tash, but I mean, she's right, isn't she? It is over. Geneva showed it's over.
Yeah. I mean, Meghan always smashes it out of the park when she talks about Meghan. But yeah, I mean, it is over. Of course it is. And I think Meghan, I said in a video that I posted yesterday, I think part of her facial expressions wasn't just her ego being crushed, her narcissism, rearing its head because she couldn't believe that hardly anyone was there. I also think it was the realization that without Harry, she is no one. She needs him. She can't upgrade. She can't ditch him. She can't leave him and find someone else and try and get the platform that she has been given for the last few years. She might initially get it if she does announce a divorce, because you'd have the sea of people like Oprah wanting her on their sofas for their chat shows and stuff. But she will go into obscurity quicker than anything. People are not interested in anything she's got to say. But then why would anybody listen to Harry talk about the environment when he uses private jets like Ubers? Why would you listen to Meghan and Harry talk about child online safety when they're constantly posting images and video clips of their children? And I keep bringing this up. The children, 9 times out of 10, are in their pajamas, Dan. Lily's in a nightdress. She was in a nightdress in Easter. She was in a nightdress which was practically, see-through with the sunlight. These are children that have no choice in these photographs. Archie, he had his pajamas on when he was out in Mexico, when they went to the pumpkin patch. These children are always in some sort of I guess they're night clothes. What sort of parents do that to their children? At least if you're going to present your children to the world, make them look their best. But it just seems like even Lily at her mum's feet, again, the little girl is in her pajamas and she wasn't even looking up at Meghan. There was no interaction between Meghan and her daughter. She's posed there like a little statue. Like Meghan has told her, right, sit still, don't move your head. You can tell just by the demeanor of the little girl when you look at her. These are not children that are living their best life and charging around and having fun. The children are often stuck rigid, hiding somewhere because their mum has told them they've got to pose for a photograph. It's actually really, really sad to watch, I think, in comparison, especially when you see all of the other royal children, all of them, the extended cousins, the Tyndalls and the Phillips, and you see them and they can just interact and play and run around. But you see Archie and Lily all the time like they're playing statues. It's definitely hypocritical of them again. But as I said, this is why people don't listen to them.
And then the other photo, Tash, that got everyone talking was Meghan's date night with a politician called Willie Ridman, a Finnish politician. Now, look, I've got no idea if this dude is a good dude or a bad dude, okay? And I am not going to judge him before he has gone through any type of trial. But he has been accused of sexually harassing young women and girls. He has been accused of sending racist text messages. I mean, he is Finland's Minister of Social Affairs and Health. But the bigger point here, Tash, is that if Meghan had a professional operation, they would have just avoided that picture being taken in the first place.
Again, this is Harry and Meghan trying desperately to copy the royal blueprint. They are trying to copy what their life would have been if they'd have been behind palace walls and, working for the crown. But the problem is they don't do their due diligence on any of these people. We saw that very much in Nigeria. They were taking flights off of someone who is I think he was actually a US convict. He's done a runner from America. There was fraudsters involved. Harry and Meghan will just go to the person that has given them freebies. They will go to the person that they think that, Meghan especially, that will give her a lift up. She can go up another rung of the ladder, whichever ladder it is that she's trying to climb. And they just do not do their research on the companies they're teaming up with. We had that more recently where Archwell had to pull funding due to an organization that was very pro-regime over in Afghanistan, for example. And they're out there trying to fake it. And they just do not think twice about, should we be photographed with these people? Should we be teaming up with this particular organization? Now, admittedly, with this politician, the police dropped all charges, but he's got an awful lot of allegations, that have been circulated for a variety of reasons. No prosecutions. But again, for Meghan, especially where she says, I'm a voice for women and girls, you don't really want to be posing up a storm. And it wasn't her team pushed back and said that she'd never met him. She didn't really know who he was. But in his post, he's made it quite clear they were having dinner together, probably as a group of people. But it wasn't like he was a passing person that said, hey, can I have a selfie with you? She was sat there having dinner with him. Again, you think her staff would be doing the sort of research that, of course, if they had royal staff, they would have done so.
Yeah, totally. That is the issue with it. I need you to do something for me right now. It is free. It is easy. It is simple. Just hit that subscribe button on YouTube. That's because over 50% of you watching this video haven't done that yet. And it is the best way. No big tech backing, no billionaires pulling the strings. And if you turn on the bell, you'll get alerted to all our new videos, isn't it? As I say, I'm not making a judgment on this guy at all. But at the end of the day, Dr. Tedros, the World Health Organization boss, who she is desperately clinging to, he ain't a good man either, Meghan. So just because Dr. Tedros has invited someone to a dinner, that isn't the sign that you want to be associated with them. Dr. Tedros is a bad man. Go and look at what he did during COVID. If you have any doubts about that, go and look at the regimes that he has connections to. But this is all she's got. No other non-governmental organization or no other political figure wants anything to do with them. But look,
it's all drying up.
Yeah,
it's all drying up.
It is.
Yeah.
So she's got to go for these very, very dodgy men. Very, very dodgy men. And I guess, Tash, what we have seen, by the way, over the past few weeks is Meghan also trying to cosplay Catherine. I mean, it's not working, but there's a couple of great examples of that, which we're going to reveal actually as we move over to Substack now. As I need you to do something for me right now. It is free. It is easy. It is simple. Just hit that subscribe button on YouTube. That's because over 50% of you watching this video haven't done that yet. And it is the best way. No big tech backing, no billionaires pulling the strings. And if you turn on the bell, you'll get alerted to all our new videos.